Hey, we'd like to do this song for my mum. And as I was talking to my mum today, she reminded me, eventually she took my call, you know, she said, I'm sorry. I thought you were that lizard, but it's my favourite son, Damon, no? I said, no, actually, it's your other son, Peter. She said, tonight at the Cobleskill 23rd, would you please sing for them that song about our milkman when he came round and knocked on the door and you came to the door and he said, happy birthday, Mrs. Noone. And he said, what would you like for your birthday? And you said, get 200 pints of milk and pour them in the bathtub upstairs, because when my husband gets home tonight, as a surprise for my birthday, instead of having a cake, I'll be there laying naked in, I'll be laying there undressed in the bathtub, singing that Bobby Darin hit. It's #1 this week. And he said, okay, pasteurized? She said, no, just up to the top of my boobs. Now look to that. No love today, my love's gone away. The bottles are full more, the simple the door. No love today, it seems to come inside. The people passing by, don't know the reason why. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my home, the end of my dreams. How could they know a palace that had been behind the door and my baby scream? No love today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turn right today. So the company was great, we turned out today. As music played, the bastard we don't, we felt the way we want, we start our romance. How could they know just what this message means? The end of my hope, the end of all my dreams. How could they know a palace that had been behind the door and my baby scream? No love today, my love's gone away. The bottles of the Lord, the symbol of the door. All times are closed, I'm lonely. The tourist house and unseen back in town. All times are closed, I'm I want to give Bench one. Mesh, you know how these work? I've never seen, I don't know how it works. You just got them. Would you wear one of these? I think you put the battery through it or something. Great, aren't they? It's already blinking there. I don't know how it fixes that. That Phil's got one, I don't know how it works, so. We'd like to do... First of all, I need to introduce our incredible keyboard player, Rich Spino, right here in the house. I mean, in the tent. In the tent. And our incredible drummer, Dave Ferrara. On lead guitar, still hasn't worked out how to work the bloody blinky, Mr. Vance Pressure! And last but not least, our incredible guitar player, the incredible, inedible Billy Sullivan, ladies and gentlemen, right here. And before I go any further, I should introduce you to the O.J. Simpson jury sitting over here. Constantly voting on the performance, not knowing that all they can see of Herman's Hermits is their arses. I noticed the band that we're opening for, 50, is sitting back there trying to steal the chords from all these songs so that they're part of them. But we don't mind because perhaps we should steal some of their songs. How are you girls doing? This is fun, isn't it? Fun? It's like watching Grandpa and you know, when he gets up and does stupid stuff, we do that for a living. But you know, the reason we can still jump around like idiots like this is because when we were kids, we never did any drugs. So we're still in, see? Everyone said, oh, that's not cool. We said, well, you know what? We're alive. There was alcohol around, I didn't want to mention that, but we never swallowed it, of course. That was Vance did a bit as well, you know, a little bit. This is Vance, you know. But you know, he couldn't help it. He was waving at the governor of New York last week when we were in Albany. Oh, it's so politically incorrect, isn't it? But you know, you have to remember, we're the group who sang the song about the dysfunctional member of the royal family. And lived in England at the same time as well. It was right after Off With Their Heads. They just voted that out. And healthcare was voted in. So we'd like to do some